Okay, welcome back. Black Box Games Episode 7, Donkey Kong 3. This is a really fun score chaser. I'm very fond of it. It's very fast paced and addictive, but it's also very intense. This is a pretty tough game that requires a lot of attention. And because of the way it works with the getting a super spray every life, it feels you only get one per life. It feels sometimes if you're just having an average game, if you can't master getting through the fourth round without losing a life, you're not going to get very far. You're not going to score very many points. And what I like about this game, it is so unique and different. Even though it is intense and fast paced and quick, it is a cleverly disguised, looks like a platformer, plays like a shooter. Sometimes I've heard this game referred to as Donkey Kong Galaga. And you don't hear too much about Donkey Kong 3. Of course, you hear the most about the original Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong Jr. comes up quite a bit too. But Donkey Kong 3 not talked about as much. And there's videos all over the internet that, talk about the history of this game, why it's not as fondly recalled. Alright, so yeah, the game doesn't really start until round 4, but you can see my score up there, 165, 400, my all-time highest score. I made it to round 19, 242,700 points. I don't know if we're going to get that far today. But as you can see, we got the super spray, so that's just going to allow us to blaze through the first 3 rounds, get close to about 40,000 points. But round 4 is where the game really starts. Yeah, just shy of 40,000. Alright, and the goal whenever I play is to make it past round 4 without losing a life. Okay, looks like we're going to do it this time, but we're going to lose one of our flowers. That's okay. Making it through that round without losing a life is pivotal. Because these next 2 rounds, without the super spray, not too bad. And I do like that this game is unique and different. I'm glad that Nintendo, back in the early 1980s, oh, thought I was going to save that flower. But they're willing to take risks. I would have liked to have made it a little further before losing my first life. And the good news is the super spray is going to allow us to just blaze through this level. Make up some points here. As far as black box games goes, Donkey Kong 3 is a lot of fun. This is if you're in the mood for something a little faster, it is kind of funny when you think about it. There aren't none of the black box games are shooters. all of the black box games, you know, there are plenty of score chasers, but they didn't do a shooter. This was the closest they came. You didn't see any like Galaga ripoffs, so I'm glad they did it this way, where it's disguised and pretty unique and different. Same with maze chasers, you know, games like Miss Pac-Man, so unbelievably popular, you know, back in the heyday of, you know, the original arcade machines and black box games. They did do Clu Clu Land. Clu Clu Land is a black box game that I really can't wait to do. It is Nintendo's attempt at doing a doing a maze chase game. So we'll get there eventually. Having an okay run this game, but it's like I said, it is so hard to. You know, when you get the super spray, obviously it makes the game much easier, especially since, you know, done right, you can basically blaze through the next couple of levels. Ultimately, the key to getting good at this game is mastering it without the spray. Easier said than done. Alright, nicely done on that round. I topped the score I set earlier, but we're still pretty far away from my actual high score. That's probably the easiest round. I'm sure it gets harder as you go deeper into the game. But yeah, this one, I absolutely cannot wait to score chase. Kind of surprised that you don't hear much more about Donkey Kong 3. It has aged well because it is so unique and different. I hate that I lost a life on this round. Alright, looks like we're going to break 200,000. Very nice. And you can just kill all the bugs to advance to the next round, but I find it's a little bit easier to... Oh, Oh, look at that. New high score, 243-1. Just barely topping my high score. But I find it easier to get Donkey Kong all the way up. Alright, we're gonna get over 250,000. Oh, I thought we had a shot at 300,000. That's okay. Always nice to set a new high score. Nice to do it during this Black Box series. So anyway, that's Donkey Kong 3. It is a lot of fun. It's very intense. Requires some practice and skill. I will get better at it. Once I get a little bit better at that fourth stage, I should be good to go. So, but I love doing this game, and I can't wait to score chase more of it. So, stay tuned. Leading towards doing either Popeye or Kung Fu next. So stay tuned. More Black Box games to come.